All right, welcome to Dean Bodie Show. Dean Bodie Show. Hey, everybody doing? What's going on? How's everybody doing? How are you? What's happening? Welcome to Wednesday. We can call it Hump Day. We can call it Pet Peeve Wednesday. We can call this day whatever you want to call it. All I know is I hope you're having a great day. And let's get it kicked off on the right foot. Who's the good girl? Good girl, Bodie. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DEANBODI.com. 800-878-9698. Bodie hotline, fun line. Call the Bodie line. Say something nice to Bodie. Do your little sing-along. Do your little zippity-doo-dah. Say something cool. Say something witty. Say something fun. Say a little joke or a riddle or a pun. You can do it. We'll make it a feature on the show. Oh, I don't know. Say where you're from and your first name. Keep it light. You know, like, hey, I'm Jim. I'm calling you all the way from Anchorage, Alaska. Or, hey, man, hey, listen, I'm Susie, and I'm calling you from, I don't know, Tamarack, Florida. Or you can say, hey, man, I'm Jim, and I'm calling you all the way from Mobile, Alabama. So listen, do your thing. Say who you are. Keep it nice and fun. Let's go down Goofy Land together, because that's where we're going. We're trying to keep you on the right track when it comes to Goofy Land. Can you tell me how to get to Crazy Street? So listen, DEANBODI.com is the website. The links are on there. One will get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're getting your podcasts. And the other link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DEANBODI space show, YouTube channel. Yeah, you're getting 2 in 1. You're getting, 2 for the 2 for 1, you know how it goes. How cool is that? So, wow, let me tell you, man, we're going through some stuff over here. But when it comes to, Pet Peeve Wednesday, we're going to have to get into something that, before we go down that rabbit hole, I just wanted to say that, number one, before we exited and we took that 30-day, a little bit past 30-day hiatus because of some health issues and things, and we're going through some stuff, and this is not something we want to talk about all the time, but, we're moving forward. We're going to come out of this bigger, better, and stronger. Bodie's going through her stuff. I'm going through mine, and we're healing together, and that's how you do it, man. On the last episode before the hiatus, I think it was the 27th of November. I did that one right before I dropped Bodie off at Pet Paradise and took myself to the emergency room. I was so nervous about what was going on with me, okay? So I don't know how I got through that. 11 minutes, I think it was, on that crazy episode. But man, I'm just letting you know, right before, I just wanted to do it because I respect my audience, and I wanted to kind of let you know what was going on because I didn't know how long this was going to happen. I packed my stuff like I was going to be going there, maybe to the hospital for a week or whatever. I packed accordingly, but they checked me out. They sent me home. White blood cells were up, all this other stuff. The nurses it's a whole different vibe, man, than when I was back in 2017 going through some other things. But now we got the masks on, and not just the mask, but we got the shield over the mask. Like they're walking into me as if I had some kind of, crazy Amazon jungle contagion or something. You think, man? It was like they were scared of me talking to me. I mean, it wasn't just me, whoever was coming in there, of course, but it was wild, man. And I'm showing this guy this and this guy that. Everyone's talking through their masks and all this stuff. It was just nuts. It's a nutty vibe. And I just wanted to make sure everything was okay because I can't check my electrolyte levels and I can't check certain things. And they did the quick blood work and all that stuff. So, to ease your mind, you got to have peace of mind. That being said, hey, we're back. We're doing our thing over here. And before I get going on the Pet Peeve Wednesday, I wanted to share something with you. And I came across an old friend of mine on another podcast called Honeydew. Shout out to Gary Adler. And what's cool about it is he's got a new comic book out. And he's been doing writing and artistic things his whole life. And we go way back to, oh my gosh, back to, middle school. And anybody who played Little League football at K-Land like I did is okay in my book. So he's out in Cali. I'm out here in Texas. And I came across him and doing this new comic book thing called Commando Place. So I ordered a copy. Man, very creative mind he's got. He always has. So I encourage you. I'm giving him a shout out. Go to Amazon. You can get the comic on there. And of course, I got the real one, the real book. And Commando Place, you'll see it. You know, and if you want to go down a cool way and have a really cool, healthy distraction and take your mind somewhere neat, Gary's the guy to do it for you. The artwork and the thing is absolutely over the top. And also a shout out to Honeydew Podcast, where I did see the interview. If you want to go there, Honeydew Podcast and with Gary Adler, he'll explain it a lot better than I can. But I'm cool. I'm excited to get it. Maybe I'll get an autographed copy or something like that on the next edition. According to him, he just finished writing the second one. So I'm pumped up about the whole series that's coming. And I wish you all the success in the world, Gary, with this whole new project. And I know you're going to be bringing it every single time. All right. So listen, man, we talked about the ER visit. And I wanted to mention here, oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you something here. First of all, with the new diet and we're going down the whole keto kind of path, I'm really going hard right turn on my usual nutrition and everything. We're shaving stuff down. We're tossing stuff, replacing it, dietary, supplements, increasing the fat, electrolyte drinks. I am everything. Open up the fridge. It's all like dialed in. Not eating as often. It's a whole different mindset, but I got to get it dialed in. This whole thing with the gout that caused me to find this crazy path into the Wizard of Oz of nuttiness. And it turns out this whole purine thing and all this stuff might end up being a bunch of hogwash. I'm doing the deep dive. I got the 17 tanks on my back. We're not just doing the one tank and you can stay underwater 45 minutes. I got the 17 tanks on there, and times that by 17 times 45 minutes, you do the math. And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep drilling down because I want to find out what the truth is. A lot of stuff we keep saying the same things over and over the years and all that, and we keep preaching a bunch of nonsense. Things are changing. Not just technology, but research and personal life experiences is always the best way to test things out. So you can come from a place of experience. So if you're going through something, whatever it is, and you come out the other side, I want to know how you did it. Okay? If you're just reading something and just talking a bunch of whatever from something you read, that's not a personal experience. That's you just repeating what someone else is saying. So we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to whatever. It turns out that this thing called fructose and all these bad starchy carbs in the grains and all, not good. Breaking that down to sugar in the body and the fructose, and listen, cranking up and all this stuff about the uric acid. Okay? So your body makes purines, by the way, and also nitrates and nitrites, by the way, more than you could ever consume. So I'm giving you a little bit of food for thought. Just that alone makes you think like, okay, maybe there's some other way. But you got to do it, and I'm going to be going through it, and you'll find out how I do. I'm either going to be hobbling around worse, or we're going to come out the other side. So as I'm 57 years old now, into my late 50s and beyond, it would be nice to have a lifestyle where I know, because I don't want to be on any meds. I want real numbers. I want real lab work without medications, no long-term meds. Of course, you do what you got to do when you have a crisis, like I did with the ER, but that's it. Get out of the crisis. But now I'm down a different path, and you got to be committed. You got to be consistent. Otherwise, you're not going to know. So, hey, F is for fructose. And uric acid starts with a U. So we got F and we got U. What? I'll let you fill the rest of it in. Okay, so let's get that F and the U out of the way and go down a different road for once. I've been dealing with this other thing for decades. Something's not right. And when something's not right and doing the same thing over and over again, well, that's the definition of insanity, expecting a different result. Okay? So you got to have the you-know-whats to jump in with both feet. I do. as I'm healing this other thing, because I don't want to go through anything like this ever again. Not to mention even a little bit of a flare-up because I have the wrong information and be afraid of food and all. Something don't make any sense. So we're going to figure it out. All right? So remember, F is for fructose, U is for uric acid. You put those two together. Okay, we're going to be moving forward now. So, wow. I came across this funny commercial, as I do. And but first, the pet peeve is the stray cats in the neighborhood. Okay? I like cats, by the way, but not the ones that are running around, that people just don't want to take care of them anymore. Let them run around and dragging around as they eat all these rats and all this lizards and all these other things and bring around diseases. So I got this one black cat that just kind of creeping around the outside over here. Bodhi doesn't like this cat because it's a little creepy. It goes up to the second floor, knocks on whoever's door. I think that they're kind of giving him a little food once in a while. Not good. Stop doing that because it's never going to leave. So I'm looking out on my porch the other night, and this is after I cleaned it in the afternoon. I vacuumed it out there, the outdoor rug I got out there, and there's a little Bodhi bed out there that I put one of her kind of cool canine blankets on. And it's all nicey nice. And we hang out there, and I do some work out there. We just kind of chill, watch the sunset. So I get it all nice, and I'm walking around, and I think I'm making some dinner, if my memory serves me correctly, around that time. And I look outside. Look who's snuggling on Bodhi's bed. Oh, yeah, that's right, the little black kitty cat. That's it. You know, so I started knocking on the window. I scared the thing out of the thing there, and you know, it hasn't been around as often. But this kind of stuff is a pet peeve. You can't do it. You know, I don't want to do some kind of, you know, you call the shelter and they put a lot of these animals down, and I would never wish that on any kind of pet, for sure. So hopefully maybe me and Black Kitty Cat can have a little normal communication that you don't need to be around here and, you know, kind of move on. You know, it's not our problem, but it's kind of at the same time a little sad. So that's the pet peeve. The stray cats, I don't know, man. You got to do something. It's not good. Okay? So, listen. Rice-A-Roni, the flavor can't be beat. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Yeah, Rice-A-Roni, the flavor can't be beat. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Yeah, I was thinking about this because I'm not eating rice anymore. I'm not eating taters anymore and all that. So this commercial was in my brain. It turns out that these commercials for this product go back to like the early 60s. I was born in 63 and I couldn't believe it. So I go back to, and they show you San Francisco and the trolley cars and all that stuff. It's kind of cool. Wow, what San Francisco was going through now compared to when the Rice-A-Roni commercials were coming out. What a different planet. So, Rice-A-Roni, I came across another version as I do my deep dive. The funny thing is, they made a commercial about Rice-A-Roni with the potatoes, right? And they made them with something called claymation. If you're not familiar, they're taking clay, making potatoes out of them. They move them a little bit. You take a picture and move them a little the other way. Take a picture, and it ends up making like a movie so they can move and look animated. So the potatoes are like what you see on the billboards with the cows. And they say, eat more chicken on a Chick-fil-A to stay away from us. That's what that was doing with the potatoes way back in like the 60s, though. And they were like, you know, definitely, spare the lives of the potatoes, eat Rice-A-Roni and leave us alone. Oh, too funny. But the Rice-A-Roni commercial popped in my brain. I'm not eating that stuff anymore, and we're moving in a whole different direction. But Rice-A-Roni, the flavor can't be beat. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. And then it goes bang, bang, like the trolley car does. Wow, thanks for letting me share the Rice-A-Roni. Hey, Millie! Yeah! Did you hear him talking about the rice-a-roni? We used to eat that stuff all the time. I know, that's pretty funny. Rice-a-roni, the flavor can't be beat. Dean Bodi's funny. I'm so glad he's back. Go get him, Dean Bodi. So, listen, man. Hey, Alexa, what's the joke of the day?
Today I have a Mary Poppins joke. Why is Mary Poppins such a great quarterback? Because she is never sacked.
Oh my gosh. Mary Poppins, she's never sacked. You got me this time, man, but we'll give you one of these anyway. That was a little bit off on that one, so I don't know. Hey, Alexa, tell us a riddle.
I'm heavier than a whale, but I can float over a mountain. What am I? A cloud.
I'm heavier than a whale, but I can float over a mountain. What am I? A cloud. Wow. Well, we're using our sidekick today a little bit extra because the joke, I didn't even get it. So we're moving forward, and I wanted to talk about, I thought that I had COVID. And what I mean by that is, when I came back from the ER, and I was going through this whole coming off of the corticosteroid, what's going to happen when I finally get off of this nightmare. And that was November 4th when I finally got off of that, because you have to wean slowly, otherwise you can cause yourself a real problem. And it could be like a fatal thing. Yes, we're cheating death again. And when I had a conversation with that black cat, he knows I got 14 lives. He's only got 9, so he's not messing with me anymore. So I'm walking around the neighborhood. Both of my feet start to really get real painful for some reason. I have my little thing set up over here, which I highly recommend that you do as well at home. I got my little blood pressure machine. I've got the oximeter, check the oxygen levels. I got the temperature for my temperature. And now I'm checking my ketones with the little blood checker, and we're all dialed in over here. But when you go to the doctor, think about what they check. They check your weight. I got the scale too, right? They check your weight. They check your blood pressure. They check your temperature. They put the oximeter on your finger. This is what they check. You might as well have it at home. It's not that expensive, and you get to keep an eye on yourself. My point is, when my feet were really killing me, I didn't know what was going on because, if I'm having some kind of weird flare-ups in both of my feet, how am I going to walk Bodhi? This is going to be an impossible task. I was really worried. So I checked my temperature, and I ended up had a little bit of a fever. Nothing super astronomical, but it was a little over 100. They say 100.4 is where it starts, and I was kind of right there. So the next day, the fever broke, sweating through the sheets and all, and I was fine the next day. It was like, what the heck was that? I don't know. My body was going through a little bit of a weird reset, or I had the COVID schmovid pandemic schmandemic thing come, and I squashed it in a 24-hour period, and we're good again. I hope it was, because now I got the antibodies, and my immune system is ready can fight it off now. I don't know what else it could have been. Wasn't food poison or nothing. It was just one of those things. I think it might have been. It's very possible. So, COVID schmovid, hey, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye. Okay? Listen, oh gosh, that's really where we're at today, man. What can I tell you? We're doing our thing over here. And, hey, gotta ring the bell a couple times, man, as the Rice-A-Roni song is right there. And look, I hope you're having a great day out there. So click the like if you would. If you like what's going on over here, subscribe. If you like what's going on, click the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any of these shows. Because these are real shows. We're coming at you. No editing on this show. We go A to Z when we flip the mic and we put it in the can. Boom, done. That's how we do it. Having a great time. As far as the podcast goes, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You want to leave a nice 5-star rating and review on there would be great. Hey, you'll give us a crank up a little bit. You'll give the old algorithm a good sock in the you-know-where. Hey, share it with the friend. make somebody's day. This is a good break in the day, the Dean Bodie Show, because we take you on Crazy Street. We bring you real life stories of what's going on. Dean Bodie. And we're going through some stuff, but hey, we're going to come out bigger, better, and stronger. You keep moving forward. We're going to get this all figured out. Whatever the world's going through right now, it's out of our control. Let's just focus on what we can control, and you just keep moving down the road. Got it? All right. So DeanBodie.com is the website. Have an awesome day. Oh, yeah.